Hello everybody, I'm in my home office here in Chicago, bringing you another edition of Sales Leadership Power View, videos designed for C-level executives and sales leaders. I'd like to talk to you a little further about best practices and how important and critical it is to harvest those in your own organization. Many sales leaders feel like there is a healthy exchange of ideas in their organization, but in reality, without somebody from the outside to come in and take a trained look, co-travel with your best people, interview your people in depth by telephone, it's virtually impossible to uncover those nuances psychologically, nuances strategically in terms of how they plan their territory, how they select their targets, how they prioritize their targets, how they plan their day, how they plan their calls, right down to a gnat's ass. This has to be uncovered and written down. Tactically, in terms of the sales process, what are the keys to establishing rapport for your product and service in your market and your sectors? What are the best questions to ask? What are the best stories to share? What are the best proof sources to share? How do you share your economic value proposition? All those things, tactically, we must roll these up from your salespeople and determine what are the bright spots so that we can script out the critical moves for salespeople. A lot of times, salespeople in the mid-tier level of an organization, meaning that they're not the top performers, they're not the worst performers, they're middle of the packers. A lot of the times what we see as a lack of performance is really a lack of clarity. That the resistance that comes is just they don't have a very clear path from A to Z. How do we get to success? By uncovering these best practices, we can create a process. We can script, if you will, the critical moves that your salespeople need to make to be successful. This is the way that we can develop a perpetual improvement for your sales organization over time. This is one of the keys to building a world-class selling organization. You must have perpetual improvement of your sales team if you really want to ring the register long and hard. There's only two ways to get improved results. You've either got to work harder or you've got to change your behaviors and work smarter. I recommend you consider the latter, and step one is harvesting those best practices from your best performers and determining your recipe for success. Thank you very much. See you again soon.